everyone, this is Wasim Miraj. Welcome to my channel. Now I am coming with a new video, that is a NTSC series. In this video I am coming with a Assam paper, that is a stage 1, that is a scholastic aptitude test. Let's start with the first question. If you new to my channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon for instant notifications. Let's start with first question. 85. Force. Here given only one word, that is a force, and given the four options. Let us see the options. Option A causes motion, option B changes motion, option C does not change motion, option D none of these. Dear students, here the option B changes motion is the right answer, because force changes the motion. That is why option B is the right answer. Now let's go to the next question. Here it is. A body with an initial velocity 10 km per hour comes to rest after 15 minutes. Then the distance covered by the body is option A 2.5 km, option B 1.25 km, option C 5 km, option D 10 km. Here first we write down what is given here. So write down given. Here u initial velocity 10 km per hour, final velocity v is equal to 0. Now t is equal to given here 15 minutes, but we have to convert in hour, okay, because of initial velocity is 10 km per hour. That is why 15 divided by 60 minutes in 1 hour. So here it is 15 ones are 15 fours are. Here it is 1 by 4 hour. Okay, t is equal to now 1 by 4 hours. Okay. We know that acceleration equal to final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time. Put the value in these. Final velocity is 0 minus initial velocity is 10 km per hour. Time is now become. So here it is. Now put this 4 into upper side. Here it is. Now it becomes 0 minus 10 into 4 divided by 1. So 10 fours are 40. So minus is there. So here it is. So now it becomes minus 40 kilometer per hour square. Okay. So acceleration is now becomes 40 minus 40 kilometer per hour square. We find out distance is equal to v square minus u square divided by 2a. Now put the value in these. Here v square final velocity is 0 minus, here it is, initial velocity is 10 square divided by 2 into acceleration is minus 40. Okay, acceleration is minus 40. Now 10 square, it becomes minus 100, because minus 10 is there. So that's why minus 10 into 10 square. Okay. Now 2 into minus 40 minus 80. So minus cancel, 0 cancel, 2 4s are and 2 5s are. Here it is. The value is now comes 5 by 4. That is S is equal to 1.25 kilometer. 1.25 kilometer. So now the answer is option B is the right answer. 1.25 kilometer. 1.25 kilometer. Okay. Now let's go to the next question. Here it is. The mass of moon is 7.34 into 10 raised to 22 kg and the radius of the moon is 1737 kilometer. The escape velocity at moon is, okay, here it is. Option A 1.25 kilometer per second, option B 2.37 kilometer per second, option C 11.29 kilometer per second, option D 5 kilometer per second. Here it is given mass of the moon is m is equal to 7.34 into 10 raised to 22 kg, okay, but here continuously write down 1022, but here it is 10 raised to 22 kg. It's write the value, okay. Now radius of the moon given here, r is equal to 1737 kilometer, okay. Now we have to convert in meter, so r is equal to 1.737 into 10 raised to 3 meter, okay. So here it is, remove the point, 1737 into 10 raised to 3 meter, okay. Now it converts to the meter, okay. The value you have to write, our scientific value is 1.737 into 10 raised to 6 meter, okay. Next, G is equal to 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton square meter divided by square kg, okay. So we know that escape velocity equal to root of 2 capital G capital M divided by R, okay. Now put the value in these equal to root of 2 into 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11 into 7.34 into 10 raised to 22 whole divided by 1.737 into 10 raised to 6. Now simplification of this one, it will become equal to root of 2 into 6.67 is becomes 13.34 into 7.34 into 10 raised to minus 11 into 10 raised to 22, okay, divided by 1.737 into 10 raised to 6, okay, 10 raised to 6, okay. Now simplification of this one, we got 97.9156 into 10 raised to 11, okay. 22 minus 11 now becomes the value is 11, okay, whole divided by 1.737 into 10 raised to 6, okay. Again simplification of this one, we got root of 97.9156 into 10 raised to 11 minus 6 divided by 1.737. Again simplification this one, we got the value of root of 97.9156 into 10 raised to 5, because 11 minus 6 equal to 5. So divided by 1.737. Again simplification with this one, we got 9.7 97,156 into 10 raised to 6, because 97 is there decimal we got left side, here it is point is there, so here it is increasing the one value 10 raised to 5 plus 1 10 raised to 6 it becomes, okay, whole divided by 1.737, okay. Now divided 9.79156 to by 1.737, so we got root of 5.637 into 10 raised to 6. So root of 5.637 by the help of by long division method we got 2.37 into 10 raised to 3 meter. Here it is escape velocity equal to 2.37 kilometer. So the option B is right answer. Option B is right answer. Now let's go to the next question. Here it is 88. A boat can float and move in a river due to option A Archimedes principle and viscous force, option B frictional force and Archimedes principle, option C Pascal's law and Archimedes principle, option D Newton's law and Pascal's law. Here it is. First one you have to take Archimedes principle that states the upward buoyant force that is exerted on a body immersed in a flood, whether fully or partially, is equal to the weight of the flood that the body displaces. So here this principle applying. Now take next one, that is a viscous force. Is the force between a body and a fluid, liquid or gas, moving past it in a direction so as to oppose the flow of fluid past the object. It is also applying here. Okay, next now go to the next force, frictional force. Here refers to the force generated by two surfaces that contacts and slide against each other. So it is not applying here. Now go to the next one, Pascal's law. It stated that the pressure applied to any part of the enclosed liquid is transmitted and undiminished equality in all directions. So it is also not applying here. Now next go to the next one, Newton's law. In this Newton's third law, if you consider here, when two objects interact they apply force to each other of equal magnitude and opposite direction. Here both floating and moving in a river both are same direction, so it also not suit here. So the option A is right answer. Option A is right answer. Archimedes principle and viscous force. Now let's go to the next question. Here it is. An iron ball of mass 2 kg is lifted by 2 meter against the gravitational force. The work done in the process is option A 19.6 joule, option B 39.2 joule, option C 9.8 joule, option D 78.4 joule. Here write down first given mass m is equal to 2 kg, yes, displacement is equal to 2 meter, and small g, that is a acceleration due to gravity, 9.8 meter per second square. It is given here. We know that work done equal to force into displacement. Now F equal to mass into accelerations. We have to put in this m into a into displacement. Yes, okay. So put the value here, 2 into 9.8 into 2. Okay, mass 2, acceleration 9.8, displacement that is 2. Here multiplication, this one 2 2s are 4 into 9.8. Okay, here I am right here 4 into bracket 10 minus 0.2. Okay, so we can write like this. So 4 tens are 40 minus 4 into 0.2. So here it is 0.8. So here it is 40 minus 0.8 is 39.2. So the option B is right, 39.2 joule. Okay, now let's go to the next question. Here it is. To see the full image of an object, the minimum size of a plane mirror should be option A, half the size of the object, option B, equal to the size of the object, C, double the size of the object, option D, 4 times the object size. Here asking for minimum size, so it will enough to half the size of the object. So first option A is right answer. Now let's go to the next question. Here it is, last one. Which of the following is not an example of a biomass energy? Option A, wood, option B, gobar gas, option C, nuclear energy, option D, coal. Here nuclear energy is not an example of biomass energy source. Wood, gobar gas and coal are the examples of biomass energy source. When it comes to biomass, it is the energy source which is received from animal wastes and plant materials. On the other hand, the nuclear energy is obtained from nuclear fusion and fission. All questions are over. So thanks for watching. Take care and have a good day.